Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about our third container here. It's almost full. We have our last batch of miners coming in. We're going to fill up this container. We still have some space available for hosting. If you want to host with us, you can contact us in the description of the video. You can also contact us at cryptollc.org. So today's video we're going to be talking about this container and talking about hosting. We also allow low power mode hosting with us. You can jump in with your S19 J Pros, regular S19s, Ks, whatever you have, run in a low power mode, get maximum efficiency. We allow that at our farm. We work with our clients on that. A lot of farms don't do that as it requires more infrastructure, requires more space, and all farms make money on KWH. So for them, it does not make sense to run them in low power mode, but we work with our clients. We allow that at our farms. So if you want to do that, you can contact us at cryptollc.org or click on the description and get in contact with us through Telegram or email. All right, before we get started, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right, so we're going to be going through this container here. This is our last container. This is a high container. You see how high the ceilings are in this one? It's fully built out now, basically ready to go, ready for the miners, and you can see that half of it is already being used. We're still working on our Ethernet connectors here. You see them jangling. These miners are already mining, so they're all good to go, but we're just waiting on our last shipment of miners. You can see the space here, availability. Those additional 150 are going to be showing up here soon, and we're going to plug them all away here. And this container is going to be fully loaded. You see we use our nice polyester filter, blocks out everything. This one's brand new, nice and clean. They get pretty dirty pretty fast, not in a way where it blocks air, but just the fact that it blocks so much dust that dust just accumulates on the opposite side, on the outside of the filtration. And it just accumulates so fast out there that very, very soon this filter will not be blue, to be brown. Still a good filter. You can see this one's already getting a little bit browner here. But yeah, so we're working on this container. It's the last one. If you guys watch our previous videos, you would know. Actually, I can go show you. We have 2 more containers. See that one over there. And that one over there. We're kind of offloading some of our containers we have for storage. Going through our equipment and just getting rid of stuff we don't need anymore and kind of organizing the place. So we're working on that. But today's video is not going to be about container 1. I just wanted to show you guys before I go back to container 3. Container 1, actually that's container 3. And then container 2, which is right over here, it's going to be about this one. So as you can see, it's basically the same as the other first container. The only difference here is that we have our intake coming in from the right side, which is right here. That's the intake. That's the exhaust. We have a difference in the exhaust coming out and blowing towards this container. So we have this opening here to allow the hot air to come out. Well, you can see the hot air actually escaping. But it's all blowing towards these containers here. And we have that temporary wall built to have the airflow not circulate back inside. But other than that, it's basically the same as container 1. Container 1 is not blowing at a container, it's just blowing at our fence. Now, why am I mentioning that? I'm mentioning that because when you place an object, such as a metal container, in front of the airflow, that does have an impact on the pressure, has an impact on the miners and how much they can blow out. We do see a little bit of a difference, meaning that these miners have a little bit harder time blowing out the air, but not much. But it's just something to mention. These are the things you notice when you start mining, that airflow, what kind of air intake you have, the type of filter you use, the type of miners you place, the spacing between the miners. the top spacing, the side spacing, the bottom spacing, the airflow coming in, everything matters. And so you have to build it in such a way where the miner gets the maximum amount of airflow, but at the same time does not consume any humidity air or high humidity air, and has an easy time to blow the air out, so that way it stays nice and cool. You don't have any circulation where the air circulates around the container, comes back around and gets sucked back in. Things like that, you guys just have to keep an eye out on all of those things, a lot of details, because again, we're pushing a lot of air through this container. Once this container is fully loaded, it's about 700,000 or 800,000 watts. That's a lot of power. It's a lot of fans spinning. It's a lot of heat being generated. You got to make sure you get rid of it. So for those of you guys out there that have been doing mining, you know that this is thermo heat, and that heat needs to leave, right? If you have it circulating, it'll eventually heat things up, heat things up, heat things up. It's not going to have an immediate effect, but it'll take like 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and eventually you're going to hit an equilibrium where it equals out to raising the fan speeds on everything by 10%, 20%, which will then have a negative impact on the miners. This is why when we built out our farms, we think of all of that. We think everything through. That all of these details matter when you build your farm. You can't just plug these in your garage and you're not going to have an issue. You will. You have to build them out properly. So again, I'll show you that example of circulation of air. So circulation of air, here is the exhaust over here, and I can feel the hot air blowing. So you got to have your exhaust is built in such a way that it's not going to accumulate up here somewhere, because we have a constant suction on this side, which just keeps sucking hot air in. And if you have a circulation, you're going to have like a little pocket up here where the hot air will just come around, get sucked in, and then you might not notice, but that'll raise all your fan speeds in a general area, such as this section right here, or maybe even the second section over there. And that'll raise all of their fan speeds up, which means now when it's going to be hotter outside, let's say 80 degrees, 90 degrees, this section over here might not be able to handle that because it's got that hot air to deal with, on top of the fact that it's 80 or 90 outside. So in the wintertime, you won't notice that. It won't really matter. But in the summertime, you will. And those are the things that we have to keep an eye out for and make sure it doesn't happen. And a lot of this is just experience, working with farms for all of these years. And we've been doing Bitcoin mining since Bitcoin was $300. You can imagine how much experience we have with building farms. We used to do GPU farms all the way back then. Right now, we are not doing any GPU farms, it's strictly ASIC farms, or strictly Bitcoin farms, but it doesn't mean that we won't in the future. We might. Whatever becomes more profitable, or maybe there's someone out there that says, hey, you know what, I believe in a coin and I just want to mine on GPUs for that coin. It can also help you build out your GPU farm, by the way. We don't just do ASICs here on this channel. We do GPU as well. But yeah, so if you guys are looking for hosting, you're looking to build a farm, you're looking to do low power mode, we have that available. Again, one of our clients is going to be switching to low power mode here in the next week. And when he switches over to low power mode, that's going to free up half the power he was consuming. So he was consuming about a megawatt. So it's going to immediately free up 500,000 watts. If you want to jump in with us and start mining with us or host with us, you can do that, and then it's going to free up that power for you. And you'll be able to mine with us. Again, we recommend just go low power mode, getting cheaper miners like an S19J Pro, S19 or an S19 Pro Plus. You can even go for K. We just recommend you run them in low power mode. That'll guarantee you great profits for, basically as long as you're mining with us. It's, obviously we can't guarantee anything, but you know what we mean. If you're at such a great efficiency, you're going to be generating good money, so no issue there. The issue is with everybody else out there that's going to be mining on a S9 or S17, like very, very old miners, 5, 8-year-old miners, those ones will not be profitable as soon as the halving comes around. But if you're on an S19, and especially if you're in low power mode, you're golden there. You should be just fine. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys like it. You know what to do here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go to cryptollc.org. If you want to buy some ASICs, GPUs, you want to build a farm, you want to host, we do all of that at our site, cryptollc.org. You can also contact us through Telegram. We have our Telegram link on the description. And that's going to be it for this one. And until next time, goodbye.